Where does she have us going today? Oh, this is gonna be another wild one, guys. This is gonna be a wild one. Hello, adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. I guess you can see from what I just showed you that we are following Ladybug out, and she is leading us off to a campground for the night. I'm super excited because I love finding cool new campgrounds, and this one I believe came off of iOverlander. So we're about to find out a little bit more about what this campground has to offer. It looked pretty cool, and the reviews were pretty decent. So what's in store? Well, we're about to find out. It's like over the river and through the woods, except for we're following Ladybug out. Yeah. We have to say though, this area is beautiful and lush and green right now. It's gorgeous. We're in Kansas, and you know, I think a lot of people think that Kansas is just boring, flat land, but there are some beautiful places in Kansas as well. And this particular section, wow, just wow. Although I will say, my map has rerouted 3 times following this woman, and now we have left pavement and are on gravel. This is interesting. Where is she taking us? Like, where is she taking us? Oh my goodness, this is gonna be quite the surprise. Oh, it's gonna be quite a wild ride apparently too, because we have about 6.5 miles to go. And I have no idea at this point where we're going. Yeah, but I don't mind. Again, beautiful area. It's a nice area to drive through for sure, even though now we're very dusty. Oh, are we regaining ground? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. What is happening? What is happening?
Oh, no.
Did we get lost?
Do you have the same thing?
So my map keeps rerouting.
And mine, so the little thing is like down there. So maybe we go a little bit more, because the actual dot, the red dot is to our left over there somewhere.
It says that in 0.5 miles we're supposed to turn to the left.
Okay, you go ahead, because mine ended and it won't do anything else except say ending.
Rerouting. Hey guys, you heard it. I am now the line leader. Let's see if we can't find this. It says we are 6.3 miles away, and in 0.5 miles we're going to turn. I have a feeling it is going to take us back to the highway somehow. I just have a feeling, but we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Okay guys, there is never a dull moment in van life. So we have 0.5 miles in this nice little field to go, and then we're gonna turn. This should be wild, guys. We always have a good time when we get together, but this one's gonna be one that we remember for stories. I'm telling you, it's been a crazy day today, and this is just the icing on the cake. Now, again, in my opinion, it's probably gonna take us back to that first road where it started rerouting on my phone. But that just goes to show that different signal service providers do different things. So when you're a nomad, you almost have to have like a little sense of humor about it whenever you're traveling. So let's see where we end up. Ooh, I'm crossing my fingers, guys. I'm crossing my fingers. It says minimal maintenance, travel at your own risk. Okay, good times. So we're being cautious. We're being vigilant. It says we have 1 mile. So yes, it is going to take us back to where it started rerouting on one of those, but is it going to take us all the way back to the highway is the question. Okay, so yeah, this is what the road looks like. And as you can see, the clouds are kind of overcast today, but it has not had any kind of prediction of rain, so that's good. So at least we're not out here sloshing around, you know? That would be wild. I mean, it already is, but more so. Okay, so we're gonna turn to the left, which puts us out on the road that intersected whenever we passed by earlier. So this is Metcalf. We're gonna remember that name just in case, but I definitely like the quality of this road a bit better. Okay, so allegedly now our map says in 4.4 miles we are going to turn. I hope that doesn't put us in a big circle again. If so, this beautiful part of Kansas right here that we're going through is the black hole. Oh, I hope not. I just can't stop laughing though. It seems like every time that Ladybug and I go on an adventure, we have something wild happen. It's just so much fun, but at the same time, you can't help but laugh at some point. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think we were successful, guys. I think the rerouting actually ended up well. We found a brown sign. Brown signs are always good. And now we're turning down to what looks like the correct area. So look at this, look at this. See, there's a brown sign. There's a boat ramp. It's a little bumpy through here, but I don't know if you can see this, but off to this side, there is definitely a van. And it says we have made it. Yes, we made it. Now I realize I need to clean my windshield really badly, guys, and I'm sorry that you guys are having to look at all the bugs, but we made it. See, there's another van. Yes. Okay, so now we're just gonna kind of survey which one will be best for two vans, so that we can kind of scoot into them and see where we fit. Get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. We have this nice tree covered area over here. That's critter country over there, guys. That's critter country. And then the sites are on this side next to the lake. So we're just gonna each take one of these, I think, and call it a day. And then we'll just converge at like a common picnic nook or something, I guess. That will be good. But this way you guys can kind of see what the sites look like too. Here we go. We made it and I backed into my spot nicely. I have a picnic table and it looks like a fire ring right here. And then Miss Ladybug out is over here doing the same thing. Another picnic table and a fire ring. So we're gonna have some variety and we'll be able to figure out which one works best for us when it comes to our campfire tonight. I'm gonna show you around a little bit. I can say one thing already though. I see sags and drags and that makes me super sad, but that's okay. That's the only thing that makes me sad because this location is beautiful and you know, it's always a wild ride with us. Okay, so change of plans. See this one right here? We were looking, and if you look over at the shore access, we have lots and lots of grass. But what Dee is thinking is that she is instead going to move there, and when she moves there, we're going to use that. So I think that's where we're going with this. Okay, so I'm not in the van, so I always lock it. And now we're gonna walk over here to go see what our shoreline looks like. Sometimes the map, it just doesn't work out, and then you have to reroute and do all the crazy things, but you end up in a cool place like this, which is a free campsite. We made it.
We made it.
We made it.
It's so beautiful.
We didn't know if we were gonna make it though. We
And
didn't
it's free.
know.
I
It's so free. So again, this is off of iOverlander. Look at all this space. Look at this. Isn't this amazing, guys? and kind of a few little comments here. So as we're walking around, we have this access to the water, which is awesome. We're not getting in, but it's beautiful. Looks like they have recently maintained the grounds, so despite it being free, they do mow it and take care of it, so that's cool. There's some nice trees kind of in each campsite, just kind of scattered throughout, so if you did need a little bit of shade coverage, kind of neat. Now, let's talk about the negatives of the table. For anyone who has ever questioned my no sags, no drags comment, this is exactly why it exists. Do you see this thing? Like, it's definitely saggy and draggy. It does a little bit of everything it's not supposed to do. And on top of that, it looks like somebody horribly mistreated this table. But you know what? It's a free campsite, so we are van people. We have our own things with us. We will be fine. And, you know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Absolutely not. This is beautiful, and I can hear the birds chirping. Yeah, this is a good, peaceful spot. In the distance, and I don't know how far we actually are away from the highway because we turned off and then did the loop-de-loop and then came back. I can hear some cars. I have no idea where they're coming from, but it is somewhere in this direction. So we may not actually be that far removed from the highway. I don't know. I'll have to pull it up on a map. But, you know, that I do hear a little road noise. Not anything too bad, though. And the fire pit, it's huge. It's so huge. So we're gonna make a nice little fire in a little bit. With it have been as moist as it has been, we're not gonna have any problems, so why not? But I am gonna go inspect mine too and show you what mine looks like. This is all in Dee's site. Dee found a souvenir, guys. Glad that wasn't in an area that we drive. Dee, you are now a Firehawk from Firestone. Yes. We were analyzing which fire ring we should use, and this one's mine. Mine has less stuff in it, but guys, I just want you guys to know that if you are at a campsite and you leave glass and trash, you are the problem. You're the reason we no longer get to have free spaces in some areas. So of course we're gonna have to clean this up just a little bit before we get going, but yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. And my camp table, though it is a little less bendy and has a few less sags and drags, it's still not great, but it's not bad. So we're going to go ahead and probably set up over here tonight so that we can have our fire. Yeah, I think it's going to be super fun. And then there's Dee making the long commute across the grassy knoll carrying the firewood. She is strong, woman. Okay, we're so indecisive today. One more change of plans. Because we're going to use my fire ring, which is right here, Dee is going to resume her original spot right here. All better. Now we can get settled in. So now we have another table, also with some sags and drags, sadly, but no glass it looks like, because my campfire ring had glass. And even though we are going to clean up our campsite because, you know, the people before us didn't, this one will be a better place just in case there's some little bits and drops, so we don't hurt ourselves, because on the path that we are on today, I am not the most confident, sadly. But still, there are some bonus gifts at this site too. Let me explain. What is this that you found?
Well, I think we could use it as a little kettle holder.
Are we going to like make a kettle of something?
But I think, you know, for what it is.
You know, at least this looks like it might have been here as a part of the park, as opposed to the beer boxes that were left. But still, guys, camp rings are not trash cans. Okay, the firewood is now moved to the new camp ring. Option number 3. Yeah, it's a wild ride today, guys. Sorry. Now, to get comfy, because we're at camp. And the best way to get comfy is to change into our comfy clothes. Get out our camp chair, set up shop, and kick back and enjoy ourselves. Guys, that means the next time you see me in just a couple seconds, I will no longer be in these comfy leggings. I will instead be in sweatpants because it is getting a little chilly here. The air off of the water, because it's a cooler day, is pushing in a little bit of a breeze. And because of that, I feel as though I need to just like change into something a little bit warmer and possibly go with me on this. Even though I've been hot everywhere else that we have been, I might wear a sweatshirt tonight. Oh, shocker. I know, but that's kind of the vibe that I have tonight. So campfire, sweats, maybe sweatsuit as a whole, and just some fun. So I'm gonna go do that and then I'll be right back. Before I change, we did a little chit-chatting.
So on my Google Maps, it said, be prepared to leave your vehicle and walk.
We were like 5 miles away.
But 3 times it said, be prepared to park your vehicle and walk from here.
Who's your service provider on this phone?
No, by that time I was on Google, no, this one. So I'm on whatever, Apple Maps, I guess.
I was on Apple Maps. Apple Maps and my...
Google Maps found me, for me. When I switched to Google Maps,
you know how we talked about no two phones are the same? This is why we say that, guys. This is why. Shameful. It wanted us to walk 5 miles!
I know, that would have been very interesting.
I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if it was just like a hike. But we were supposed to camp and walk and leave our vans.
Yeah, no.
No. So, the moral of the story today is, the maps lie. The maps lie. This is why I all the time say, guys, paper maps are better sometimes. It's because sometimes you end up in a vortex in Kansas where the maps don't work and they just spin and say rerouting. Okay. So, now that I've been dramatic, I'm gonna go change. And then we're gonna get all calm and zen and get our lives back together, because those are minutes that we can never get back. Oh, wow, guys. So, we had our campfire going. It was wonderful. And then, as though there wasn't enough drama in the day, a rainstorm came in and started to soak us. So, the night got cut short. It's a beautiful campsite. It's wonderful. We're far enough away from the water that I'm not worried, but the thunder rolls. Oh, the thunder rolls. So I am in my van and I'm going to call it a night tonight, I think. Sometimes you just can't really control what's going on. Oh yeah, this guy right here. This is kind of fun. Lady Bug Out found these. These are little mosquito patches. They're so stinking cute. But yeah, I'm gonna turn off the lights, get some sleep, and then we'll see what it looks like in the morning. Although I'm pretty sure it's gonna be raining. Okay, so we have a little bit of an update. You can probably tell the rain has subsided, for now at least. I've never wished that rain would come back so badly, ever. Let me explain. Whenever I was about to come back to my van from our fire, while it was still just sprinkling a little bit, some people pulled in over here. And I usually don't care if I have neighbors. Cool. It's a free campsite. Do as you do. But it is now 2 a.m. and my neighbors, because it's not raining, are partying. But not like just partying. Oh, no, no, no. It's like loud. Like super loud. And because of the spacing of the campsites, they're not that far away. And they do not care that I am here whatsoever. They've been revving up their mufflers. And now they stopped doing that. And I thought, oh, maybe it's over. Nay, nay, I say. Nay, nay, I say. Instead, this beautiful campsite in my head is now ruined because I can't go to sleep. Because I can't leave because Dee is far enough away that I think she's asleep and I don't want to leave her here and I don't want to wake her up. But I will not go to sleep until they simmer down because they are so close to my van. This happens sometimes, guys, and a beautiful campsite with a perfect view, with a wonderful rating, can turn into something very different. Now, I will say this. A lot of people will say that nomads are the issue. These people, they're locals. So, when you come to new places, just be prepared. Sometimes that happens. That might also explain some of the glass that we found and things like that. Because I've noticed that nomads typically pick up after themselves. Locals don't. So, just gonna lay here and see what happens. Who knows? It's a crazy day anyway. Okay, it's time to wake up. Let's see what it looks like outside now. Woo! Okay, that is much better than whenever we went to bed. Oh yeah, much, much better. Oh, I came over to Ladybug Out's van and she is making coffee. She has Java coffee and she got me on this. So I'm gonna have to lean into this a little bit more because, oh my goodness, it's so good. And with limited sleep last night, it's gonna put me back to life before I hit the road. Now, this was a good campsite. I really liked this campsite. There was nothing wrong with this beautiful campsite, except the rowdy neighbors that came in. And I don't think that that is typical because, again, we looked at the reviews and the reviews said that it was a beautiful campsite. It didn't have any of that, like, whole, hey, local party scene, like, right on that corner. And so, all in all, I probably would return to this campsite despite the weirdness of last night. I mean, sometimes you just have to understand that sometimes the pros outweigh the cons. Now, with that said, I would probably evaluate my space a bit like we did yesterday. The campfire ring that we found that seemed to be trashed seems to be the one that they really liked. So I'd probably, pick it up, but also park further away because that's logistically what I would think. Now, realistically, what I'd probably do next time is park where I have a buffer on one side if I came here. That way I'm for sure not right up against the people. But all in all, that was a very good stay here at this free campsite. And despite all the chaos that Dee and I got into getting here, it was a fun time. A good time was had by all. I'm about to go put some sunglasses on because I can't see right now. I'm gonna have my Java coffee. I'm gonna talk to Dee a little bit and then put myself together so that I can take on the day a little bit more. And this Curvy Queen is hitting the road. If you've enjoyed coming along with me, make sure that you hit a thumbs up. If you got a good laugh, make sure you subscribe and check out all my campgrounds on my campground playlist. I have tons of places that you can go, tons of feedback about what they look like, and I think that you will enjoy them. Remember, guys, we are not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. And well, sometimes a good time is just a good laugh with friends. Until next time, guys, bye. Goodbye, friend. See you next time. It's always sad to see your friends go, but I'll see you down the road soon.